Hey! This is Ron Messina, the safety guru with Whitecap, and we're here today to talk about the COVID-19 pandemic. What's the new normal? We hear all kinds of different stories about how this affects our lives, and many of us are facing it each and every day. Whitecap's open for business, and we have people like myself who've been trained and are ready to help serve you on your job site, in your offices, and in your community. The history of COVID-19 pandemic has been written, and it's going to continue to be written. We're here to talk a little bit today about the products, the services, and the people we're going to provide to you that are going to give you solutions and answers to get through this pandemic. The pandemic will end, but how do we deal with it now and in the coming months, years, and forever? Because trust me, there'll be other pandemics that come, and the best way to be prepared is to have knowledge. Planning for effectiveness of a pandemic is necessary. Deal with it today, but plan for it tomorrow. What are some of the things you're seeing today and tomorrow and in the future on job sites, workplaces, industrial plants? You're seeing things like social distancing, hand washing, disinfecting job sites and workstations. You're using PPE to protect your body, your face, your mouth, your whole overall being. You're doing testing, you're training, and these are all key parts to defeat the pandemic. So let's start exploring how we protect our people, ourselves, in today's workplace. Let's start with some basic stuff, things you see when you go to the grocery store. Let's start out with PPE. And the reason I hold this mask up is this was one of the first things people started grabbing when they heard about this pandemic. And that's why a lot of these masks that I'm holding up right now ended up going on back order. So whether it was this particular brand, or it's this particular brand, or it's this particular brand, which is kind of a household name, 3M, personal protective equipment. What is it? What's the difference between this stuff, and what should we be wearing? And how does it protect us, our kids, our family members, our job site employees? And how does it make sure that you, the owner of that company, you, the safety manager, you, the superintendent, are putting your people in the right products? It's not just a form, it's not just a fit, it's not just a function, it's all three of those things together. So let's talk about it. These masks are designed to do what? They filter out the air that we breathe, just like the filters in your house do for your furnace. So how long are these rated for when we wear them, and what's the difference with these, and what's this writing on here? What's that little fine print say, and what does it mean? And what does the fine print on these boxes say and mean? Let's talk about it real quickly. How much is it going to cost you, Mr. Business Owner, to put your people in this stuff and keep them protected? Maybe the real question is, how much is it going to cost you if you don't, right? Let's talk about it. One of the basic forms of protection you're seeing people wear now is this product right here. It's just a simple surgical mask. It's a face covering. But notice, not even in fine print. Single use only. Single use only. Use it once, throw it out. Surgical mask, very basic. So, next step up from that little surgical mask is what they're calling a KN95. You might see some of your friends, your neighbors at the store wearing these things. Simple, boom, done, great. Awesome product, right? Not so great. Have I been fit tested to wear this product? Have I had to shave to make sure it gets a nice tight fit? Because guess what? Probably not working real well if I haven't done those things. What's that number mean? KN95. I think I've heard of an N95. Looks like this product says N95 on it. This one says N95 and NIOSH rated right on it, right there. There's also something here that says warning. What do those things mean? It means this, simply put, you've got to wear the product right. You have to be fit tested on certain job sites, because that's what OSHA tells us. And you have to do one other thing. You have to not keep using it over and over and over again. It's called disposable. You dispose of it. How often do I dispose of it? That depends on your exposure to whatever you're working on. So a drywall contractor that's cutting out circles in the ceiling to put light fixtures in is going to have dust dropping on them all day long. It's going to get coated. Guess what you do? Is that what you do? No, it's disposable. You throw it out and you put another mask on. Does this get caked up? The other thing I want to show you real quickly before we go into what those little letters and stuff mean is, have you ever worn one of these? Have you ever really worn one of these? Are they comfortable? Do they feel good? Not really. They're pretty uncomfortable. They restrict your breathing. Why do they restrict your breathing? Because this ambient air that we breathe has to filter through this mask before it gets into our mouth or our nose and then into our lungs. So it restricts our breathing because it's filtering out those particles. What are those particles? In some cases, it could be dust, it could be debris, in some cases, it could be a virus. So that's what these masks are doing. They're protecting us as the wearer. They're doing something else. They're protecting others. They're keeping my breath, my exhaled air in. That sometimes, though, can be a problem and restrict my breathing. Let's just do a simple little test to show you visually what can happen. Here's that N95 mask. It meets NIOSH standards. This is a form of protection that we sell every single day at Whitecap to our customers to help protect their people on the job site. You can wear this when you go grocery shopping and it'll do a good job. Guess what? I've got an older mother. She put one of these on. Guess how she started wearing it about halfway through the store? When she put it on, do you think she put the strap on right? Think she did maybe something like this? I think after a while, maybe she kind of went like this so she could breathe a little easier. Trust me, look around when you go shopping. Watch how people wear them. Are they really wearing them the right way? Are they taking this mask, adjusting this mask, and putting it on so it's tightly fit, actually kind of restricting their breathing? If they are having trouble, notice you push down on the nose piece to help make it fit even better. But there's a thing called a breather valve that will help us to allow that air that I'm breathing in and then exhale to go out. Because when I exhale my air right now, it stays in here. And that makes it tough to breathe. So there's a product for that. We talked about the right product to fit your needs. There's products with what's called the breather valve. Many different manufacturers make them. Here's that valve. So watch a demonstration. Imagine me breathing out. Out it comes. Here we go. Water goes, oh, all over the place. That's a good thing. That's my air that comes out unrestricted. But guess what happens in the mask that does not have the valve? Look at that. It stays right in there. I can drink out of it, not dripping at all. So what does that mean when I exhale that air? It stays right in that mask. Guess what? I'm breathing my own air sometimes, and it makes it even harder. And if you're working outside and it's 90 degrees, trust me, it's not too comfortable. What is a reusable mask? This is a reusable mask. You want to walk around in the grocery store with one of these on? Why do you wear it? These masks are meant to be fit tested. They will help you meet the standards that are needed on job sites, but they will not, let me repeat, they will not stop the virus unless they're worn correctly. Think about that. So we look at some of the differences. Think about the quality differences of all these products. Think about how you use them. Think about other things besides respiratory masks that you need to wear when you're on the job site to prevent accidents, to prevent this virus from spreading. What about gloves? Do you use gloves? Sure you do. What kind of gloves do you use, and why do you pick gloves? Do you use glasses? Every job site needs to wear safety glasses. You need to wear safety glasses that are Z87.1 or plus rated. That will stop debris and particles from coming in your eyes only to a certain extent. Goggles are really the answer when you deal with chemicals. It'll also help the virus from spreading to certain parts of your body. The answers are sometimes simple, but you need somebody to explain them, and you need to touch and you need to feel the products that are out there that are going to help you get to where you need to get to. So let's take a quick look at some of these products. We talked about respiratory products. We talked about some of the differences very quickly. And lastly, before we forget about face guards, let's show them. You're seeing them all over the place. You go to the store, you see people wearing do-rags over their head. You're seeing bandanas. Well, there is actually a product, it's just a simple piece of fabric, that we use today as a face guard. The CDC, the Center for Disease Control, has told us this is okay to use for certain workers. But notice, I've got it over the top of my nose, I've got it over my mouth. You don't want to wear it like this. You don't want to wear it like this. You wear it the proper way. So remember, people ask me all the time, hey Ron, the guru safety guy, what is the best respiratory mask to wear? What is the best glove to wear? What's the best hard hat to wear? The truth is, the best one is the one you wear and you don't keep in your duffel bag or you don't keep back over there on the side of the toolbox. Wear what you're provided, but make sure what you're wearing does what you really need it to do. So who should be the one choosing what PPE you're supposed to put on? Should it be Ron, the safety guru guy from Whitecap? Well, I can help you and I can get you steered in the right direction. Should it be the OSHA guy that comes over? Well, I don't know if necessarily that's the answer either. The answer is communication. You want to talk to the superintendents on your job site. You want to talk to the safety managers on your job site. Explain to them what you're dealing with. Are you chipping concrete? Are you cutting concrete? Are you doing all different kinds of work? Are you a drywall guy that's cutting out boxes over the ceiling and you're getting dust that's coming right into your eyes? You need a tight fit. There's certain products for these. So, one of the most popular products that hit the industry many years ago, a particular brand at the time was called the Nemesis. It looked cool. Don't I look cool? I look pretty good with this thing on, right? So I gotta look good so that I wear it. I don't look good, I probably don't want to wear it, right? Second thing is it needs to do its job. What is a pair of safety glasses supposed to do? It's supposed to protect my eyes. Wow, that's a novel idea. But guess what? There's gaps here, isn't there? I call this the rule of index. These are my index fingers. I can shove my index fingers right up in here, can't I? So if I got a lot of dust and debris, these glasses really aren't going to do the job. They're great glasses. They're actually very durable. Look at this. They do the splits and everything. Put them in my pocket, wear it fishing. Woo! Nice bass. Yes! Fine for that. They have different lenses. They're shaded. There's yellow. There's even blue. There's all different kinds of lenses for different applications. Remember, choosing the right safety glass isn't as simple as you think it is. A lot of times people choose it by what? Hey man, I need a pair of safety glasses. Here you go. Use these. We bought these for 99 cents. Think about that a second. How many sets of eyes you get? We know the answer. You get one pair. And you're going to put a 99-cent safety glass on and call yourself safe in all applications. Think about that. We're here to help you. We've got over 20 guys like me across the country with Whitecap, and we're here to inform you. We provide gear, safety gear, the right gear for your job site. The other thing we do is we try to educate you. We try to help to curb the spread of COVID-19. And this is based on a lot of the guidelines that are recommended from the CDC. So what is the CDC? Why did we all of a sudden hear that CDC said, hey, we could use these face guards because we can't get the N95 masks because they're on back order. They're on back order because the first responders have to have them. The medical people have to have them. That's great. Those people need to have it. Those are the true heroes out there in society today. We want to make sure those people don't get infected with COVID-19 or the spread of it, or even people that are asymptomatic. You hear about that this day. What does that mean? That means somebody that's not even showing any symptoms of the virus, yet they're spreading it without even knowing. So really, think about the other guy out there when you wear a mask. You don't really always wear the mask so that I don't get it. We get it so that we don't spread that virus, even if we don't think we have it, all right? So there's ways that we prevent it. Social distancing is a great way. We mark the job sites. What do we mark it with? We use caution tape. We use products that show, hey, you shouldn't be over here. You should be 6 feet apart. We use signage, we use stickers, we use tape. We use traffic cones and we string it around. We use things we call candlestick loopers. You see them, you grab them, they're called loopers or grab and go cones, and you take the caution tape and you put it around the different loopers. And the CDC and OSHA have helped us. A lot of other examples of this is posters. Signs make a difference. Signs make a big difference. People see something, it tells them, hey, I shouldn't be over in this area. Hey, I should be standing 6 feet away from that person. This helps us to prevent the spread of this virus. There's banners that can go around a job site that say, hey, on this job site, we will have safety glasses, we will have hard hats, we will have safety vests, and we'll also make sure that we're practicing the proper social distancing on this job site. Big water walls, you'll see them at airports to keep vehicles away from going to a job site where they're not supposed to be. Provide a lot of other ways that awareness and direction is done on a job site. What was that item that, oh yeah, hand sanitizer. Something we thought about every once in a while when we gave it to our kids and said, hey, go to school with this little bottle of hand sanitizer and make sure you use it. But guess what happened? Hand sanitizer ended up going on back order too because everybody decided, I need hand sanitizer. I need hand washing stations. How do I get it? Well, you'll find it in many, many different places, in many different sizes, and in many different bottles at many different prices these days. Some of them even have funny smells. This one actually smells pretty normal. People have been saying, why do I need this product? It's simple. Hand washing and proper hand washing for 15 seconds to 20 seconds vigorously will kill germs, and it will kill viruses and stop the spread. Couple drops, vigorously wash your hands with the hand sanitizer. And notice I keep doing it. I'm not stopping in 2 seconds. I'm taking that 15 seconds it takes to really make sure my hands now are clean so I'm not spreading that virus. That spread can happen in many different ways. Here's the most common way it happens. People touch something, then they touch their eyes, they touch their mouth, they touch something else that somebody else touches. Another good example of that is, how in the world can I stop from touching things but still stay sanitized? Well, I can use gloves. Many different types of gloves that are out there. Cut-resistant gloves, disposable gloves, leather gloves. But if you think about it, what happens when I wear this work driver's leather glove? I'm giving myself some form of protection, not giving myself much cut resistance, because this is skin. It's like my skin. This is an animal's skin in many cases. So what happens is that virus gets on the glove. So I've touched something not knowing that the virus is on there. What happens then? I might be confident and touch my own face, realize, oh, I got a glove on. The other thing is I wear the glove all day and I'm spreading the virus. So think about it. Gloves can be a good thing when it comes to stop spreading the virus, but they can be a bad thing if you don't sanitize the gloves or make sure you dispose of them when you should dispose of them and have them clean. Lastly, on gloves, are all gloves made the same? The answer to that is absolutely not. These days, there's more gloves on our counters and on our shelves at Whitecap than you'd ever imagine. And I get the question all the time, Ron, why are you putting so many gloves at this? I don't even know what is what. Well, the reason is, not every glove is good for every application and every job. Think about it a second. We talked about that drywall guy that gets drywall dust in his eyes and probably needs a goggle to be nice and tightly fit, not something like we showed before because it drops in between the lenses. Gloves are the same way. This, for instance, is a great glove. It's a cut-resistant glove, and it's got all kinds of numbers on it, and they mean something. Ask somebody who knows what they mean. Those numbers actually tell you something. They tell you what the abrasion level is, what the cut level is, what the tear level is, what the puncture level is. So different applications require different hand protection. Remember, as I said before, what's the best glove? What's the best glass? It's the one that you wear. So it's got to be comfortable, but it also needs to have the chemistry, the science involved in this glove to help you protect yourself and to protect your employees. So we'll help you with that. We'll help you understand what these numbers mean, what that little shield over here means. It means something, okay? Ask, and you'll find out the information. Lastly, we're going to talk a little bit about specialized equipment that's designed to help disinfect the job site. There's many things these days. There's an inexpensive sprayer that we put the disinfectant into. So we put the disinfectant into the sprayer and we spray down the job site. I've heard stories that a lot of the spraying down goes before the workers come to the job site. Sometimes it comes after. Sometimes they're sanitizing the porta potties. You don't think about it, but people use those every single day. And those job sites need to be sanitized. So somebody comes in there on a scheduled maintenance and sanitizes the job sites. There's even these days, this is the basic type of sprayer. A lot of job sites use this kind of sprayer when they're spraying various things on the job site to do their job. It can also be used to disinfect the job site at a very inexpensive cost. But these days, and I don't have it here to put on my back, I don't know, some of you might remember a movie called Ghostbusters. In that movie, Ghostbusters, they'd strap on that big thing and they'd start spraying away to get them ghosts. Well, guess what? We need to get that ghost called COVID-19. It's kind of invisible, but guess what? It's out there and it's causing a lot of problems in our society. So let's get rid of it. Think about using some of those big Tomahawk sprayers. They look like a ghost busting machine. And you spray that on that job site and you get rid of all that bad COVID stuff. And I'm telling you what, it works. So ask us, how we can demo that product for you and show you how to get rid of that stuff before it gets to you and inside the lungs of your people and inside the bodies. These high-pressure power washers we have as well are going to clean that site. Get your hands on some, clean stuff down, and practice daily cleaning of your job sites. We got the high-pressure generators that go with the high-pressure washers. We got the lighting that's going to help you light up that site so you know what you're doing. You're getting in all those nooks and crannies. And the truth of the matter is, you're not alone. We're here to help you. We're here to make things better and different for you on these job sites and eliminate the spread of the virus. You know, in closing, organizations of any size must develop or update their business continually by planning first. Planning for what might happen, but then coming up with a game plan that they can actually execute. That execution's key. Currently, we're right in the middle of this pandemic. Maybe we're in the beginning, maybe we're a little past the middle, but we're somewhere. There's even going to be a post-pandemic. What do we do after we're free of it? Well, we're only free of it for a while because something else could be right around the corner. So you want to mitigate the risk of doing business. That's what this is all about. You business owners that are listening to me now, if you've made it this long and listened this long to what I'm telling you about, it's about that. It's about staying in business, and that's good for everybody. It's good for all of us Americans. The COVID-19 pandemic is historic. There's going to be generations to come, generations that are depending on us and how we plan moving forward. I'll tell you, with all the years that I've been a safety trainer, I've been the safety guru. It started many years ago. Honestly, I look back at it now, I think it was about 2005. It's over 15 years of helping people to plan, helping them to train, helping them to execute, talking to them about what's really the difference and what's out there to make things better for them. It's really made a difference, hopefully, in the lives of those families that I've talked to, those workers, those people. And that's what our goal is as we move forward here at Whitecap. We're here to lead, to partner, and to communicate to businesses around our great country and ensure the new normal is actually safer than the old normal and better preparing you and your people for the next virus. Here's what I propose to you. If any of this makes sense and you really want to reach out to my people and ask for help, we're here and ready. Got over 20 people that have been trained. These are trained safety professionals. They're certified in things like fall protection, confined space entry. They're learning a lot, just like we are every single day, about the changes going on with the COVID-19 virus and how we can best protect your people and your job site. Our staff is ready. They're not only ready to show you, we're ready to train your people. There's nothing better than train the trainer. We'll train your people. We'll help them. We'll source the right products. Better than that, we're in business and we're ready to roll. Our trucks are there delivering product every single day. They're delivering solutions and they're delivering services to our community that help us all stay safe, healthy, and working without stoppages and violations. We thank you for your interest in watching what's going to make the difference as we move forward through this COVID-19 pandemic and we keep you safe and your people. Thank you.